Hi. Well, the Pharisees aren't having much luck trying to scare Jesus out of town with all of their threats about Herod and everything. So finally, they turned toward the crowd that was always around Jesus. And they came up to Jesus publicly and they said, Jesus, why on earth do you continue to hang around all this low life? You're hanging out with the prostitutes and the sinners, and you're just not acting like a very religious person at all. And Jesus looked out in the crowd and he said, and he saw a lot of women out in the crowd, and he said, if a woman has 10 pieces of silver and she loses one, and it's so valuable to her, she really needs it and wants it. If she loses one, doesn't she look everywhere she possibly can to find it? Doesn't she get out her broom and sweep underneath all of the tables and the chairs and looks behind things and wonders if she dropped it in a dish or a bowl? Doesn't she search the house and look for it? And when she finds it, doesn't she rejoice over the fact that she found it? She worked for it and she found it. And then she calls in all her neighbors to rejoice with her. It's probably like she had $1,000 and lost 1,000 or lost 100 of it or something. And she rejoices because she's got all of her money back again. It's so precious and needed. And he said, don't you think it's the same way that your Father and my Father in heaven rejoices to see one sinner found? He doesn't even want to lose one. He loves them all. And then he went on to tell another story to the crowd. And he knew the Pharisees are listening. He said a farmer had 2 sons. He was a very rich man. And they grew up, and one son said he wanted his inheritance right now. He didn't want to wait until his dad was dead. So reluctantly, the farmer gave his son the inheritance that he had coming. Well, the son immediately left home and ran off, went to another country, and he lived a riotous life. He did everything he wanted to do with the money. He wasted it, and we would call it wine, women, and song, and just spent his money like it was water. And one day he noticed he was running out of money, and then one day he did run out of money. So he started to look for food somewhere, and he got a job finally with a pig farmer, and he was feeding the pigs, and he got so hungry he started eating the pig swill, taking it from the pigs and eating it. And he thought, oh, what have I done? I've just squandered all my money, all my inheritance on foolish rabbit trails that lead to nowhere. And he said, I'm going to go home and confess to my Father that I have been foolish and I have sinned. So the boy started home. He was hungry, tired, dirty, a real mess, penniless. And he went home, and it was a long walk home, but his father was outside in the field, and he saw something coming, and he said, that's my son. The scripture says, I love this part, he saw him, it comes to the tears again, when he was yet a long way off. That was me. I was a long way off. But my Father saw me coming. And some of you are in the same boat. There's none righteous, no, not one. And the son had his speech prepared. He was going to tell his father how sorry he was, how wrong he was. But the father wouldn't hear any of it. He ran out to meet his son, and he quick went home and got a little bag of stuff together, ran home and went out to meet his son before he even got on the property. And it says he threw his robe around his son to warm him up. He put the family ring on his finger. He put shoes on his feet. And he gave him a drink and gave him something to eat before they even got all the way home. And Jesus said, well, then they did get home, and the father said, "Rejoice, my son was lost, but now he is found." And he reinstated his son to just like a son again. The son said, "Well, Dad, I'm not worthy. Just make me one of your servants or something." Oh, and the father said, "No, you're my son, and I love you." And so the boy was reinstated. How beautiful, again, is a picture of Jesus looking for us, wanting us to be in his family. How the Lord wants us to be his sons and his daughters, no matter what condition we're in. Come home. He'll take care of the rest. He wants to just cover us with his love in every way, shape, and form. That's my Jesus. I'll leave off right there. Bye-bye.